Greetings. I've always had trouble sleeping, but I'm finally sleeping a little bit better. And one of the things that I did to start off with is I started buying more comfortable sheets. So they feel a little better. But I need something more than that. Obviously, it's winter time. I live in central New York. It's cold. And so instead of turning our heat up really high, we have kerosene heaters, but you're not going to run a kerosene heater all through in the night. So most people will just put a couple of blankets on. The thing is, putting on a couple of blankets just don't do it for me. I still stay cold. My feet get cold. Then I start wanting to put clothes on, but I hate sleeping with a lot of clothes on, pajamas or whatever. I don't even have pajamas, so that would mean I'd be sleeping in sweats. It's just too many things. So I actually discovered kind of a solution. Instead of blankets, I use bedspreads. They're thicker than blankets, and I use 3 of them. Now, it's very interesting because I didn't really know this until a couple of years ago, and I'd never had the opportunity to ever experience it. But there are weighted blankets. There's some that are 10 pounds, some that are 15 pounds, and they supposedly offer comfort. They use it for a lot of kids that may have ADHD or ADD, but there are tons of people who say, feeling that extra weight on them makes them feel comfortable. So I've got the 3 bedspreads and a sheet. And I got to tell you, I actually do feel really comfortable. The problem I have, of course, is that I can't fall asleep on my back. Every once in a while I wake up and I'm on my back, but I have to get back on the side. That's how I actually fall asleep. And every once in a while, I find myself getting constricted. A couple of nights ago, I had this dream where my car was going down a hill backwards, and I saw a light and I was able to stop. And then when the light went green, I turned somehow, but then I couldn't find the brake. And I was trying to get loose, and I couldn't get loose, and I woke up, and I was totally tangled in my blankets. They were wrapping me up so tight that it took me maybe a minute and a half to get out of my own blankets and my own bed. That's just sickening. Yet, there's a way to relate that to leadership. One of the things that I am very big on is policies and procedures. But something else I'm always big on is giving your employees a chance to show what they can do. In essence, you don't want to smother your employees. You don't want to be one of those people who's always telling them what to do all day long. You don't want to be hovering over them. You don't want to be eavesdropping on their telephone calls. Maybe some of you do, but in general, you shouldn't do it. You need to give people a chance to show what they're all about. There's no better way of evaluating people than to see later on the kind of decisions they'll make. And if you blanket them, then it just wraps them up so tightly that they're scared to do anything on their own. And then they're always coming to you. And let's face the fact, if you're in a position in leadership, the last thing you need is people coming to you all day long with little petty stuff that you're sitting there thinking, why don't they just make that decision and do that? That's one of the simple things. Well, if you're one of those leaders who's always on somebody and making them want to do things a certain way, you are just asking for that all the time. So every once in a while, you need to just let them go and sit back and see what they do. Go on and do some other stuff. Trust me, if they're messing up, you're going to know either by the numbers or the complaints. You're going to find out. And if you hear nothing, doesn't mean that you totally disregard checking numbers and checking performance, but it does mean that it's just possible everything is going well, and now you can concentrate on making things better. At least that's how I see it. So let me know your thoughts. And by the way, I'm keeping the 3 bedspreads because, my goodness, I am sleeping well. And I'm going to keep that for now. Luckily, spring is somewhere around the corner. Like I said, I'm in central New York. It may be another couple of months, but spring will come eventually. It's going to warm up, and I'm not going to need that much weight on me. We'll see. Anyway, what do you think about this concept? Are you feeling free as far as letting employees prove themselves to you, or do you really feel you need to hover over everybody? Y'all let me know. My name is Mitch Mitchell. I hope you have a wonderful day.